and the playing of the national anthem. The colors would be posted by members of the Houston Recruiting Battalion, and the national anthem would be played by the 323rd Army Band, Port Sam, Houston.
Present arms.
Good morning, Lieutenant General Funk, Command Sergeant Major Hendricks, Lieutenant Colonel Robbins, Command Sergeant Major Canada, Mr. Lawrence Pope, Dr. Stephen Hall, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for attending the U.S. Army Partnership for Youth Success Ceremony. The U.S. Army Partnership for Youth Success, or PACE program, is a strategic partnership between the U.S. Army and a cross-section of private industry, academia, and business to include federal, state, and local agencies. The U.S. Army PACE program guarantees soldiers and ROTC cadets 2 job interviews and possible employment after the Army. Today's partnership memorandum of agreement will be between the U.S. Army and Halliburton, and it will be signed by Lieutenant General Paul E. Funk II, Commander, 3rd Corps, Fort Hood, Texas, and Mr. Lawrence Pope, Halliburton's Executive Vice President of Administration and Chief Human Resources Officer. Please turn your attention to the monitor for a short video.
The Partnership for Youth Success, or PACE program, is a recruiting initiative for soldiers and ROTC cadets. PACE is offered for qualified Army applicants based on their term of service. Here's how it works. Civilian employers who agree to partner with the Army under PACE project future job openings into a database. For enlisted soldiers, these openings are matched to military occupational specialties, or MOS. For ROTC cadets, openings are matched to career fields. Enlisted applicants select an MOS, then choose a PACE partner who is seeking qualified employees. For active duty soldiers who complete their term of service and receive an honorable discharge, the PACE option would provide an interview for a current or projected position with the selected PACE partner. For the reservist who has successfully completed initial entry training and been awarded their MOS, the PACE partner grants an interview provided that a position is available or projected. PACE is also available to ROTC cadets after graduation, commissioning, and completion of obligations, depending on the officer's status in the active or reserve component of Army service. This program benefits both the soldier and their potential employer. The soldier gets an opportunity to interview with the selected PACE partner for a position within the company, while the PACE partner can expect to interview a highly qualified, skilled applicant who has honorably served their country or has successfully completed initial entry training for the Army Reserve, or a commissioned officer who meets the eligibility requirements depending on their active or reserve status. Equally important to employers are candidates who know and live the Army values and carry those attributes into their civilian career. They become dependable team players who have leadership potential within the company that chooses to hire the soldier. Additionally, soldiers with specific MOSs may earn certification through the Army's credentialing opportunities online. The cool.army.mil website maintains a complete list of MOSs linked to accreditation opportunities. Since the PACE program began in 2000, corporations, companies, public sector agencies, and defense contractors have partnered with the Army to provide career opportunities to thousands of qualified soldiers. For a complete list of current PAYS partners, log on to the ArmyPays.com website. Learn your skill of choice in the Army, gain professional advancement among your civilian peers, and get an edge on the competition with the Army's credentialing opportunities online and the Partnership for Youth Success. Your future is waiting.
At this time, we will have Lieutenant General Funk and Mr. Pope take a seat at the table.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Rochford,
I'm the SAP.
and we're here today to show you the what not to do.
Me too.
Now I would like to introduce you to the Houston Recruiting Battalion Commander, Lieutenant Colonel David S. Robbins. Lieutenant Colonel Robbins is a 1996 graduate of Gardner-Webb University, located in Western North Carolina, and upon serving 2 years as an enlisted soldier, he earned his commission as a second lieutenant through the U.S. Army Officer Candidate School in 1998. He earned his Master of Science degree in Defense Analysis from the Naval Postgraduate School in Monterey, California. He is married to his bride of 22 years, and they have 4 children. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Robbins.
First of all, thank you for having us here. We are your guests, and we are your Army. So thank you for having us. We appreciate you all. Sir, thank you for being here. I know you've come a long way, and we appreciate your help and support for this momentum. Sir, Mr. Pope, look forward to continued partnership and relationship down the road. Thank you so much. So this relationship is very important. And as we do this, the soldiers that are enlisting in the Army, they have a way, something that's a bonus to them, to know that there's people out there, partners and corporations that will give them a chance. And we really appreciate it. So for me, from Houston Recruiting Battalion, we're down there talking to different folks, 240 recruiters, but thank you for what you do. So, sir, Lieutenant General Paul E. Funk II is the 60th Commanding General of the 3rd Corps Armored Corps in Fort Hood, Texas, commanding 4 combat divisions, a sustainment command, a cavalry regiment, a fire brigade, and multiple naval units and companies, almost 100,000 soldiers of 5 installations across 5 states. But most importantly, he's a soldier, and sir, as a simple soldier, I give you Lieutenant General Funk.
So, that's the way I prefer to be introduced, as I'm just a simple soul. But as you might imagine, as I look out and stare out at the crowd here today, I'm reminded of what that really means. And it is the diversity of our great organization that is the strength of our great Army. And it's reflected in the employees here at Halliburton. And I got to tell you, please give yourselves a big round of applause. I'd also like to thank the band from the 321st from San Antonio, and I'd like to thank the Recruiting Battalion and Color Guard, and I'd also everybody involved in this ceremony. You see, Sam hit it right on the head. This is your Army. It's not my Army, and it's not Colonel Rios's or Sam's Army. This is your Army, and it's reflective of you. It fights and wins and does the nation's bidding on behalf of all of you, all the men and women in this room, and really around the world. You see this uniform we wear means 2 things around the globe: hope and fear. And it's hope for those that are downtrodden, oppressed, who've been hit by a natural disaster. And it's fear in the hearts of our enemies, because they know we have the tenacity, the fixed resolve not to quit on any battlefield, in any place around the globe. So the 3 men that you're going to see join our organization today are joining the most elite fraternity and sorority in the world. And that is of the combat soldier. It is what going pro means. 0.05% of our nation serves in uniform. That is an incredible, and it's an incredible sacrifice that you three gentlemen are making. And this great company is making to allow them the opportunity to come back and be part of something equally as big as themselves. So, to Lawrence, thanks for having this event. To the Vice President, I really appreciate you coming today. And to all of you that have served or are part of the Halliburton family that served, thank you. Thank you for taking your time to come spend a little bit of time with your Army and its soldiers as it does its bidding around the world. So, I'm also happy to say that it's our 100th anniversary in the Phantom Corps, too. So we started in 1918. So we haven't gotten to May of 1919 or 2019 when we'll be 101, but we are 100 years old as well. We are America's cannon. 40% of the combat power of the United States, 2.5 hours up the road at Fort Hood, Texas. So, if you get a chance to come back and see your Army, come out and see them. They'd be proud to show off. They're really, really proud of what they do. This Soldier for Life program that you're entering into here today is incredibly valuable because I believe that the young men that will serve today, that the soldiers of today, are looking for a bright future when their service is up. And companies like Halliburton make that happen through a program like this, where they give an opportunity to young men and women. I guarantee you one thing. Those young men and women who serve honorably and leave our service honorably will be dedicated professionals. And they will have skill sets that you're looking for, and they have the work ethic that you need. So, on behalf of all the men and women at Fort Hood and our great Army, thanks for doing this today. Thanks for having me, and thanks for spending some time with us. My name is Funk. I'm a Phantom Warrior and an American soldier. Thank you very much.
All right, next, it's my honor to introduce Mr. Lawrence Pope, Executive Vice President of Administration and Chief Human Resource Officer here at Halliburton. Lawrence Pope is the Executive Vice President for Halliburton with global leadership responsibility for supply chain, information technology, human resources, real estate services, corporate aviation, and security. He is a member of the company's executive committee. Previously, Mr. Pope was Vice President of Human Resources and Operational Excellence for Halliburton. Before that, he was Senior Vice President of Administration for Kellogg Brown Group. Mr. Pope holds a bachelor's degree in economics from the University of Texas at Austin and an MBA from Jesse Jones Graduate School of Business at Rice University. He's a graduate of the Halliburton's President's Leadership Seminar, now called the President's Leadership Excellence Program, and he's also a certified compensation professional. Mr. Pope serves as a member on the boards of directors of Village Learning Center, the McCombs School of Business, and the University of Texas, and Houston Dynamo Chairs. My great pleasure to introduce Mr. Lawrence Pope.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Robbins, and welcome Lieutenant General Funk, as well as all Army personnel to Halliburton. We're happy to have you here to inaugurate this Partnership for Youth Success strategic agreement. Halliburton is proud to be associated with this initiative that allows the Army and major corporations to commit to employment opportunities for soldiers after they've completed their military careers. We're glad to join other outstanding companies such as Amazon, Coca-Cola, Shell, and numerous others who are taking an active role in this effort. Halliburton is the only oil and gas service company among our peers to partner with you on this program. But that should not be any surprise given our deep connection with veterans that began with one of our own, our founder, Earl P. Halliburton. Mr. Halliburton enlisted in the United States Navy in 1910, and as a sailor, developed many of his skills in engineering and hydraulics. He said that he was one of the first sailors to take the controls of a new Navy motor barge. He served 2 tours before his honorable discharge in 1915. He then put his ingenuity to work in the oil business, which became his passion. I guess it was the Navy's loss of a good sailor and our luck that Earl found entrepreneurship to his liking. His career and contributions to his country and the world, for that matter, are a perfect example of how traits and skills honed in the military can readily transfer to a civilian career. I'm sure it played a big part in his founding a company that has flourished now for 100 years. To keep that success going in a sector that is always very competitive, we require people for roles with substantial levels of responsibility. We need competent leaders, team players, creative thinkers, and problem solvers who are accountable, disciplined, and resilient. We find that veterans can bring these qualities to our team. In that regard, our recruiters attended more than 36 military events in 2018 alone. We recruited at various hiring events and participated in transition readiness workshops. Our numbers from last year tell the story of just how important this is to us. We hired 1,100 veterans from North America in 2019. That represents 11.5% of our total U.S. hires, and right now, veterans make up more than 7% of our active U.S. headcount. So just out of curiosity here with the Halliburton veterans, how many of you here today are from military families?
Who are, sir?
That's remarkable. And especially, let me take a moment to recognize those among this group who actually wore the uniform. If you'll please stand and make yourself known, it'd be very much appreciated. Thank you for your service and everything you do for Halliburton. Many of those who just stood up are active in a Halliburton Employee Resource Group called the Veterans Leadership Forum. The group provides outlets for being involved in community service and for connecting and sharing experiences and ideas. It's a great way to support veterans and spotlight their contributions while helping reinforce Halliburton's values. They are great ambassadors for our team. Halliburton appreciates the sacrifices of those who serve, all of you, and those who wore the uniform earlier in their lives. The veterans we hire become the kind of employees and leaders that Halliburton needs to remain a leading provider of all field services to our customers around the world. That's why we're happy to take part in this partnership with you. Again, thank you for being here today and helping us to celebrate this agreement. Thank you.
Thank you, Lawrence. And again, just want to say thank you to all of those that have served or soon will serve, as well as your spouses and family members. Thank you very much. My name is Neil Falk, and I'm currently the Talent Acquisition Manager for our North America regions here at Halliburton. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you our next speaker, Mr. Lamar Duhon, who's going to share a few comments with us today. Lamar is currently serving as Vice President of the Halliburton's Berry Drilling Product Service Line. Previously, he served as Vice President of the Cementing Product Service Line, and prior to that, he was Vice President of our Shell Global Account. Lamar began his oil and gas career in 1995 as a wireline field engineer, and subsequently held roles in business development and operations management in the U.S. Rocky Mountain, Asia Pacific, and Gulf of Mexico regions. He joined Halliburton in 2010 as a sales manager for the wireline and perforating product service line, with responsibility for the Gulf of Mexico region. He then moved into the new role of Vice President of Business Development for the Asia Pacific region. Mr. Duhon holds a Bachelor's of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering from Louisiana State University and an MBA from the University of California, Los Angeles. Lamar also served our country as a member of the United States Marine Corps, where he was trained as a ground radar repair technician. He is a Desert Storm veteran, having served in both Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. Lamar is also currently serving as an executive sponsor to one of our employee resource groups that Lawrence just mentioned, the Veterans Leadership Forum. Please join me in welcoming Lamar.
Thank you so much for the opportunity blessing to be here today. Really appreciate it. I'd like to just make a few comments about what I've seen about the fantastic alignment between military veterans and the oil and gas industry, as well as with Halliburton, based on my own experiences. The skills learned in the military, when you think about adaptability, the ability to work in adverse conditions, change over time as the situation requires it, perfectly aligned to what we see every day and the challenges we face in our industry and in our workplace every day within the oil and gas sector. We look about the technical skills. As a ground radar repair technician, the troubleshooting, systems troubleshooting skills I developed there were a major contributor to the success I had as a field operations professional. Would never have been as successful as I was if I didn't learn those skills. More so, probably contributed more so than the mechanical engineering degree I got at university to be successful in my role. Leadership skills you get in the military, leading from the front, perfectly aligned with success factors in our industry, as well as within Halliburton. We think about military people and their desire to make a difference in the world. Halliburton and oil and gas industry provides them the opportunity to know they make a difference in the world. Where if you look at the countries we work in all around the world, life expectancy is extended, quality of life is improved. We know we make a difference where we work and where we improve the quality of everybody's lives. If we look at the mindset associated with the service and the knowing to make a difference, it's so perfectly aligned with the Halliburton value proposition of collaboration. We collaborate internally with each other, serving each other, with different parts of the organization. We collaborate directly with our customers. So that intuitive service mindset that comes out of the military veterans is so perfectly aligned for our organization to be successful. Really appreciate the opportunity today to participate in this event and look forward to the relationship we have and all the opportunities that Halliburton can offer to our military veterans and all the value they can bring to our organization. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will sign a memorandum of agreement that solidifies our partnership with Halliburton. Lieutenant General Funk will also present a certificate of participation and a plaque to Halliburton on behalf of the U.S. Army PACE program.
Yes, please.
Good Lord, I just joined again.
Okay, now I'm going to read this carefully.
Yeah,
before I
that's
sign.
right. I guess you got a wingman. I'm going to give this plaque to him that says pay. You want me to read this one, or are you going to read this one? Go ahead, man. Feel free. You don't have it? All right. Okay, Department of the Army Certificate of Participation is presented to Halliburton. The United States Army welcomes Halliburton to its Partnership for Youth Success program. Together, the United States Army and Halliburton will provide soldiers the opportunity to serve their country while gaining valuable skills and experience that will enhance their future careers. Signed by Jeff Snow, who's a great friend of mine, Major General, United States Army Commander.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now conduct an open enlistment ceremony with 3 PACE future soldiers administered by the Houston Recruiting Battalion Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Robbins.
you want us to go back this way? You can repeat it.
Oh, okay, good. All right, you're going over there. Okay. All right, guys, time, you're up. If you're wearing a uniform, stand up with these guys, would you?
You ready? Sure? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to regulations. And the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Robbins and future soldiers. At this time, Lieutenant Colonel Robbins will provide his closing remarks.
So again, thank you. Again, let's give a round of applause for these young men. So one of them's doing a PhD next year, he's going for a brag. So I'm sure one of them will work to get through that armor, sir. Thank you again. I appreciate it, Mr. Polk, and all the gentlemen leads of this great corporation in your Army. Thank you for coming out today. Give a good shout out to our PACE program. Thank you, Ms. Ross, for all that you do for us.
Yay.